Hello, my name is Dr. Ridwan Fontaine. I teach Islamic management at IUM, and today we are looking at the final part of Surah Al-Baqarah. So in the previous video, we already talked about Ayat al-Kursi. Now I'm going to make some additional comments on Ayat al-Kursi. So in the previous video, I mentioned that this part of Surah Al-Baqarah deals with human greed. And there are 3 points that is being made in this section. First of all, there's the best way to deal with money, which is to give charity. There's the worst way to deal with money, which is to take riba. And there's the acceptable way of dealing with money, which is basically to be doing business. And Ayat al-Kursi is kind of the spiritual ayat in this section. When you think about Ayat al-Kursi, there are 4 conclusions that you come up with. First of all, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you life and death. He's in complete control of everything. Everything in the universe belongs to Him, and He will judge you on the Day of Judgment. Now, the additional comments that I want to make is you have to remember that in Islam there are 2 rights. There are the rights of Allah, and there's the rights of the people. So the rights of Allah will be fasting, will be prayer, etc., etc. The rights of the people, you're cheating, or you should not cheat, you should not lie. You should not steal. If you're borrowing money, you have to return the money, etc., etc., etc. The general principle is when it comes to the rights of Allah, Allah can forgive you very easily. So for example, if you forget to pray, that's between you and Allah, and if Allah wants to forgive you, then there's no problem. But when it comes to the rights of the people, you have to sort that out between you and the other person before you die. If not, on the Day of Judgment, you have to return whatever you've owed to the people by either giving your good deeds or taking other people's sins. This concept is very, very important to understand, and there's a very famous hadith which illustrates this. The Prophet ﷺ said, he asked his companion, "Who is the bankrupt person?" And the companion said, "People who don't have money and goods." And the Prophet ﷺ did not contradict him, but said, the real bankrupt people in my ummah are people, they will come on the Day of Judgment with prayer, with fasting, with charity, but at the same time, they hurt this person, they insulted that person, they stole money from here, they killed that person, etc., etc. And the good deeds will be taken away from them, and if they don't have enough good deeds, then they will take the bad deeds of other people. So if you have that kind of in your background, then you look at Ayat al-Kursi again. What is very noticeable is there's certain names of Allah that are missing. So there's no reference to Allah being Ar-Rahman. There's no reference to Allah being At-Tawwab. There's no reference to Allah being Al-Ghafur. Why? Basically, in this ayat, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to be very conscious about is when you're dealing with people, you have to be very, very, very careful, right? And if you're not very careful, then you're going to get, basically, you're going to be bankrupt on the Day of Judgment. Right? Remember, this part of Surah Al-Baqarah is about greed. It's about how people deal with people. Right? So in business, you're going to lie, you're going to cheat, you're going to do this, or you're going to be an honest businessman. Right? You're going to lie to your suppliers sometimes, you're going to lie to your customers, maybe you're going to lie to your employees, and you maybe think that you're going to get away with it. You won't. You will have to pay on Yawm al-Qiyamah. So someone who reflects very deeply on Ayat al-Kursi ends up being a very, very ethical person. And what I mean by ethical person is you're very, very careful how you deal with people. Okay? I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.